Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Poetically Christian Gamer, and welcome to another edition of Should Christians Play, the series where we go between the ratings of the ESRB to answer the questions, should a Christian play, and is this game accessible for me? Hi guys, my name is Derek. I'm a legally blind preacher and gamer, and today we're going to be reviewing Resident Evil 2 Remake, guys. Is this game better than its PlayStation 1 original? Let's find out. First, guys, we look at these games on two fronts. Is the game physically accessible for someone low vision or blind, the deaf and hard of hearing, the motor disabled and cognitive disabled? And then, of course, we look at whether the game is morally accessible for a Christian to play based on the content that is in the game. So guys, let's jump right in with the physical accessibility. Let's jump in with the low vision blind spectrum, because that's where I come at things from. First of all, guys, this game was made in 2019, and you would think a game kind of that late into things, we would get some accessibility features for the low vision and the blind, but we have virtually nothing, guys. We have no menu narration nor narration in the games. The menus are not bad. The writing's a little small. We do have contrast. You have light writing with a kind of a dark background, so not too bad, but the writing could definitely be bigger, that's for sure. No navigational assistance of any kind once you're in the game, so you're going to have to kind of look around, find items, key cards, things to solve puzzles, things like that. A lot of times they are based visually, being able to visually move things around to solve a puzzle. This game is going to be definitely difficult if you are completely blind, and even difficult if you're low vision as well, as I had difficulties in playing this game just for review purposes. We do have an assisted mode in this game, which basically allows you to turn that on. It gives you pretty much like unlimited ammo. Your health regenerates. The enemies are kind of easier difficulty, easier to take down with less shots. The autosave feature is more prevalent as it more consistently saves. Things like that to make the game a little easier. But even with all those things on, you're still going to struggle to know where to go, what to do, how to solve puzzles, and get through, guys. So overall, for the low vision and blind, I'm not going to spend much time on this game. It's rough. I'm going to give this game a D for accessibility, approachability for someone low vision or the blind. What about the deaf and hard of hearing? Well, we have basic subtitles. Again, this is very sad. From a game from 2019, we just basically have subtitles on and off. We don't have environmental cues to let you know when something's behind you, around you, so very difficult for someone deaf or hard of hearing to play. We don't have speaker names when there is cutscenes. We don't have color coding, arrows to depict who's speaking, none of those things. So the basic of the basic. Again, I'm giving this game a C- to a D. This is lousy for a more modern game. And for the motor disabled, cognitive disabled, we do, for the motor disabled, have limited button remapping, but that's it. You do have keyboard and mouse compatibility and usability, which is cool. You do have limited button remapping, but nothing like you would. It's very limited. You can't do maybe what you need to with certain things. So it's C. It gets the job done, but nothing special here. And for the cognitive disabled, there are puzzles in this game. There's no way of skipping past the puzzles or getting around them. Some of them are kind of difficult to figure out. Someone that's cognitive disabled would definitely have a hard time with this game as well. So I'm giving this probably a C to a D for the motor and cognitive disabled as well. Pretty much standard, guys. C- to D rating in all categories for physical accessibility on Resident Evil 2. If this is helping you, thumbs up the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new. We do these things bi-weekly, Should Christians Play, with our Lore and the Lord videos, each week on Thursdays. So that's my physical accessibility side. Now, what about the moral Christian accessibility side of things? Well, this game got an M rating, M for mature, for blood and gore, strong language, disturbing images. Yeah, it lives up to all of that. But what the ESRB rating does not tell you in that strong language is that there is blasphemy, there's taking the Lord's name in vain, and the profanity that is in it is very prevalent. It's not like it's just something that's sprinkled sporadically here and there. You're going to hear the S word, you're going to hear all different things pretty consistently, and worse than that as well. So yeah, that definitely knocks down, of course, the blood and gore, from the zombies and the creatures that you fight. Later on, you have Mr. X chasing you. Different things like that. That's up to someone's own discernment whether that is something that troubles you or not, based on the age and your maturity and your walk with God, your own discernment, where you are. That's something, but it is there. So I mean, it's rough. The game is definitely rough to recommend. The blasphemous words and the taking the Lord's name in vain is really got to me, guys. I couldn't get very far into this game because of how troubling it is, and I can't even show you much of the gameplay once we get to the gameplay section because of that very thing. Overall, this game is not approachable for Christians at all. It's a story-driven game. There's no outside modes. There's nothing to avoid this. There's no way of turning this off. It's about as bad as it gets. D, maybe even an F on Resident Evil 2 Remake, guys. Play the originals, much better. Go back and play Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 on the original PlayStation back in the day, or they were ported to many other consoles, and I think recently ported to the PC. So I would play the originals. Even in the files in the originals, you don't have the blasphemous stuff, the language, like you have in this. I mean, it's running throughout. It doesn't matter if it's cutscenes, basic interactions, talking to people, NPCs, if it's in the files. I mean, it's everywhere. There's no way of escaping it in this game, which is a real shame. D to F for moral Christian accessibility. Alright, guys, what does the game look like, feel like, sound like? That's what we're going to find out now. I'm going to show you a little bit of gameplay, as I like to do in these. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's show you a little bit what the game looks like, sounds like, feels like, so you can be the judge on whether it's something you want to play or not. Yeah, I miss the old Resident Evils. I wish that they would port those to the consoles. Capcom, if you're watching this, please port the original Resident Evil Director's Cut, Resident Evil 2, and Resident Evil 3 to Xbox and PlayStation and Switch. Alright, here we go. We're in the RPD. As you can see, you got this third person. You can swing the camera around. I mean, we can go back outside and look at what it looks like outside here. Going back down. See, there's nothing to tell you where to go, what to do. It's very difficult to figure out. So as a low vision or blind user, you find yourself doing this, walking around, hammering the A button. If you're playing on PlayStation, it would be the X button, and just seeing what you can interact with. Yeah, if there would have just been some kind of like a navigational assistance. If you guys missed it, I did the review of Resident Evil 6 on the channel and the Should Christians Play playlist on YouTube, Poetically Christian Gamer. I've reviewed all kinds of games, anything and everything, guys. Go check it out. But that game had kind of a navigational... Yeah, we just pulled the lever, unlock that stuff. It kind of had like a navigational assistance where you could go and you could hit like the right bumper, or it'd be like the L1 button on PlayStation, and you could see, where exactly you needed to go through this, like almost like a GPS type thing. They did it to kind of look cool, but it ends up being like a navigational assistance. in the game. We don't have anything like that in this game at all. There's nothing to tell you what to do, where to go. I mean, it's bad. And so I'm not going to waste too much time looking at this. Yeah, for the little bit of the demo, later on you're going to go through this door, and you're going to go through where it's this damaged part and you can't see anything. I don't want to go upstairs. And yeah, it's very hard to see in there where to go, what to do. And then as soon as you get into the first sequence that you have in this game, the characters are already going to say GD and stuff like that. I mean, it's right away. Show a little bit of gunfire. See, the aim is all based on you. There's no auto aim. There's no magnetism. No way of sticking to them. I'm just trying to show you that it doesn't go to them at all. What happens if we go up to the fence, guys? I'm trying to push buttons to see if it would do anything to lock on, but it doesn't. So it's rough. I mean, if you're completely blind, you're relying only on sound. Close your eyes and try to aim on this game. If you have any kind of vision. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys what this looked like. So overall, yeah, I would not recommend Resident Evil 2 Remake. There's just nothing here. This is on Game Pass. I guess that's one positive thing. So if you want to try it out, it's free if you got Game Pass. But yeah, it's just bad. Low vision blind. We have an assisted mode. That's it. But all it does is regenerate your health, give you some unlimited ammo, kind of, and make you save on the game more. But doesn't direct you where to go, how to get through the puzzles, what to do, anything like that. For the deaf and hard of hearing, we have basic subtitles on and off. That's it. But you have no speaker name, color coding, even environmental cues to know, where the enemies are coming from, what's going on in the environment around you. Makes it very difficult to play. Yeah, it's just pretty ridiculous. And for the motor disabled, we have very limited button remapping. You do have mouse and keyboard setup, which is cool, but very limited button remapping, things like that. So nothing really to help you that much. So yeah, overall, just nothing. I'm going to give it a C- to a D in every category for physical accessibility. And for the motor or moral accessibility, guys, we also have pretty much nothing going for a story-driven game. No way around the blasphemy. No way around taking the Lord's name in vain. The profanity and the blood and gore that exist in the game. Pretty bad. It hits you everywhere, even in the files you pick up, which you could, kind of avoid those, but it's just everywhere in this game. So, kind of rough, kind of tough. I didn't even want to go to the computer to open that first door because as soon as you get in there, there's a GD. So I couldn't even show you the gameplay very far. That's why I kind of just walked around, showed you the layout of the RPD a little bit, and walked out here. Yeah, rough. D to an F for moral Christian accessible. And as I said, for the cognitive as well, there's all those puzzle elements. For the low vision and cognitive, you can't see. It's color coded. They're hard to figure out. Yeah, going to be rough as well. So, yeah, D across the board, guys. C- to D for physical accessibility, and D to an F for moral Christian accessibility, as there's no wraparounds or ways of avoiding any of this content. Hope this has helped you guys. If you enjoyed this, thumbs up the video. Thought this would help us for the spooky season. Good game to review. Let me know, what do you think of the Resident Evil 2 and the remakes in general? Does something you like? I like the original PS1 Resident Evil trilogy much better than this, and it's much more Christian approachable, guys. If you're new here, subscribe. We do these bi-weekly Should Christians Play and Lore and the Lord every Thursday, 3 p.m. EST, along with our Bible sermons, and I stream for Faith and Fun every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. EST. All things God and gaming all things faith and fun. Till the next one, guys, I love you, God loves you, and bless wishes, guys.